Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my tube today. I have worked at I hate to keep going over the opening, but I got to because some people just click on one link. So I don't want to bore you. Just shut your ears. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've worked thousands of cases. I've been in almost every single major TV station. Go to my website at 777irs.com and learn more about me. I am an expert in IRS resolution matters. I was the IRS. A lot of these people you hear on YouTube kind of practice and learn from practicing. I was the IRS, so I am kind of the official source for information because I was a former agent. I just want you to know if you're self employed, you are the biggest target for Internal Revenue Service. And people say that's not fair at all, but in fact, it's true. And you got to ask yourself, well, why is it true? Well, if you're a W 2 wage earner, there's little room to cheat. Let's face it. You can take a lot of credits, maybe the energy credit, child care credit, and this credit and that credit, but IRS monitors the hell out of those. They can spot a cheat in the credit industry, in the taking credits like that. IRS for refund, false refunds, have 347 checks that they make, algorithm checks, to make sure that person is getting the right refund and no one's cheating them. IRS clamp down on that. So I'm telling you right now, don't cheat on the credit business because IRS is going to know it and you don't want to have any issues. But why the self-employed person? The real estate, the hairdresser, anyone in the trucking, anyone who's self-employed, any professional. You may be a doctor, you may be accountants, everyone who's self-employed. Why? They know that's the biggest range of, I will, rather than use the word cheat, I will say aggressiveness. They kind of don't report all their income and they kind of jack up their expenses. Who would do something like that? But yeah, that's what happens. So you don't want to really represent yourself because you can never make yourself look good as a former agent. Usually people would come in and they try to make themselves look good and you just know they were lying through their teeth. That's why it's always best to have somebody represent you if you're self-employed. Now let me tell you, if you have nothing to worry about, you don't need anybody. Just go ahead and represent yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel your records are really good, you don't need anyone to represent yourself. But I always tell, what is the gauge when you need representation? If you get that pit in your stomach, you says, oh shit, I better do something because I don't want to go in here. That's the time you call somebody. I'm a former IRS agent. I have handled 10,000 cases or more. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. If you have that pit in your stomach, you may want to give us a call. By the way, one other little bad news I have to add, IRS can expand that audit 3 years, so I just want to let you know. Call me if you need me, give me a share, a like it, but give me a subscription no matter what. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.